Welcome back to Guns and Gear Network, everyone. Wanted to bring you this little video today that I want to show you a real neat little setup for you guys that are looking to mount a radio in your car. Now this is the Baofeng UV5R, and this would probably work with other options, different radios, but obviously I know it works for the UV5R and I wanted to share it with you guys. I wanted to be able to have a way to mount my radio in my car, kind of clean looking, without doing something permanent. I got a pretty nice vehicle and I didn't want to really bolt or screw anything or even Velcro onto the actual car. So what I found was, after doing some research, I found on eBay this right here, and it's called a universal mount that fits into your CD DVD player slot. And I'll kind of show you, and it doesn't have a brand name on it, but there's different ones, and I kind of researched which one I thought would work, and based on looks, and it was I think it was around $9, and I'll annotate if it's different than that. I think it was around $9 or $10 including shipping. Very cheap option, and I'm going to show you how I did all this. And I'm going to do this one-handed, guys, because I'm having to hold the camera here, and I'll have to show you a few things, because there's a few things I want to show you with this whole unit. And let's see here, I'll have to do something. Let me undo, cut it off. Let me undo. Hang on, guys, let me I'll take a couple seconds here. I'm gonna have to try setting this. I got a tripod, but setting it up in a car is pretty difficult. Let's see. Alright, so let me take this off first, because I want to show you the mount in particular and how it works, and then I'll go over all these accessories that you see here and what I wound up doing with it. Alright, so the mount itself. Alright, so here's what you got. I don't know if you guys can see that good enough. Pull it up here in the light maybe a little bit. This right here is the section that fits in the CD player. And it's got a rotating ball back here so you can make adjustments. Then it has a tensioner with a little button right here that expands to fit different sizes. Now, because this is designed more for a let's see if I can cut light on. I don't know if that helps or not, guys. I know it's kind of dark in this car, even though it's light outside. I don't know if it's designed for cell phones and MP3 players, that kind of thing. So I knew that there was going to be possibly some stuff I may need to do. And to fix the situation to fix it, I'll show you what I did. I added this 550 cord with this little push button tensioner on it, like you see on like a jacket or a backpack, or that sort of thing, that's able to tighten it. But the way this thing works, it's got a little tensioner adjustment here, so you would put it in your DVD player. Now let me show you one other thing. This piece here actually it slides in and out. It was a little too loose for my taste, and I wasn't going to slide it in and out, so I super glued this piece. If you buy one of these, you'll know what I'm talking about when you get it. This is a separate piece, so I wound up super gluing it to this. You could use epoxy, two-part epoxy, or super glue. I happen to have some super glue handy, and I just stuck it on there. If it would come loose, I will go back and then I'll just put some two-part epoxy, which will be a lot stronger. So anyway, you stick it in your DVD CD slot here, and then it's got a tensioner, and you'll start feeling it when it starts getting some tension to it. And when it does, stop, because what it's doing is like spreading apart in there. And now my understanding is, I hadn't tried this, I don't listen to too many CDs, but it's my understanding you can put a CD in it, then put this on and still listen to your CDs. So if you look with my radio, I've got this right here, which is the battery eliminator that goes on the back. Now you don't have to use this, but if you wanted to save your battery, you just put the battery eliminator. And what I did was I just run it underneath this, and it's got two little pieces here that fold out. You'll see that. I don't know if you can see it in this video, but you'll see what that is. So then you can fold those out so you can just set the radio on it. Now, then I tighten this down just a little bit, and then I use this to secure it all in. Now, to get to your buttons, up and down buttons to change your channels, you'll need to move this 550 cord up just a little bit, cinch it in, and there you go. Now, well, let me undo this because I've got to show you this. I got to put in this other thing. I actually want to show you this item here too while I'm showing you some accessories. What I'm screwing in, guys, is the external antenna that I bought that I also want to show you guys. So it's kind of multi-part video here. So anyway, that's that, and it's not going anywhere. I mean, the good thing about it, I can adjust the angle of it so I can kind of get it up at an angle so I can see it. Cut it on.
Channel mode.
Like that. Alright, so what else I wanted to show you, it's getting ready to pour down rain here, guys, so if it does, I'll have to maybe cut the video short. You see this wire, what I did is I run it underneath the edge of my dash here, and it comes on along here. Put that back, I was messing with it earlier. Then it comes, I ran it up here underneath this molding. It comes up all the way across up here, and then if you look, it runs up through there, and there it is. That's what you get. This is a little magnet mount, and sticks real nice, and I got it in front of this, or just behind this, so if it would hit anything right here, it's probably going to keep it from busting that loose or anything like that. And then I just took some zip ties and secured the cord underneath here. Like I said, it comes around underneath here, then comes along here, underneath here, and around into underneath the dash. And then when I'm not using this, when it's unhooked, I just take this, undo it, and I just stick the tag in, the tail end of it inside my air vent right there. You can't even notice it's there a lot of times. So anyway, guys, like I said, it's getting ready to pour down rain. You got my CB radio down there. I can put this up here. Now, what my intentions are, and if it gets loud, like I said, it's pouring down rain now. What I'm going to do is I've got a microphone style lapel mic that I'm going to plug in here, so then I can still access and use my radio and not just listen. If I actually want to talk, I can use the lapel mic just like I could the CB mic. I can take the lapel mic and use it now, just like a regular stationary unit. So this is kind of semi-stationary. I don't have to add anything to my vehicle as far as screws, bolts, Velcro, any of that. The reason I added this little piece, once you buy one, you'll see that it doesn't fit exactly perfect. If you put it down and gripped it tight enough here, you probably would have an issue maybe hitting the where it keys up, and or it may not be tight enough to where if you grab the lapel mic and pulled on it just a little bit, a little tension, it would pop it loose. With this 550 cord here and this tensioner, that thing's not going anywhere, so I can use it now, and it's not going to go anywhere. So anyway, guys, I wanted to bring you this little short video on a very clean and neat way to mount your two-way radios in your vehicle.